Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another video. Quick little rundown on what I've been playing lately on PS2, because I've been wanting to do this way earlier, but I just keep buying games that I constantly got to reshoot the video. This is like my third or fourth time doing this, so let's get into it, shall we? A lot of these games I've never played before. A lot of these PS2 games I've got that I have played, but a lot of them are fresh experiences because that's why I'm getting back into PS2 is to experience games that I've never experienced as a kid. This is going to happen. This is going to occur for every system for me. I'm going to go back to 360 eventually. I'm going to go back to PS3 eventually. I'm going to go back to original Xbox eventually and play all the games. Maybe not get into every single game because there's a lot of games and a lot of racing games and a lot of first-person games that there's so many overabundance of RPGs as well that I would like to get into. But right now I'm getting into the fun, fast and quick, easy to get into games. The long games that like Final Fantasy and Suikoden 3, those games take a long time, and I don't really want to put a lot of time into some of these games. I want to play for a little bit, put down, go to the next. So just keep it nice and fast and simple. For example, another one that I wrapped up last night, a great game, but I will get into it. Gun. This is a fun game, just a lot of not a whole lot of thinking, right? Just go in there, shoot, and just cause havoc and have fun. It has weird difficulty spikes, like the boss battles are just kind of sometimes not really well thought out. I felt the boss battles could have been better, especially the final boss. I hate the final boss. It's aggravating. The final boss I feel like it could have been better than that broken mess. I just felt like it kind of ruined the game for me at the end. I was having fun up until that final boss. So I felt like the final boss kind of let me down and ruined the game a little bit for me. But anyways, I don't want to go on too long because I don't want to make this video too long. Another game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. First time experiencing this. I like it a lot. It gets a little difficult in the later stages of the game, though, I will say. Rumble Racing, another game never played before, and I like it a lot. It's a fun game. I recommend it. You guys look this game up. See if it's a game that you may like. It's pretty good. Game that I picked up today, actually, Starsky and Hutch. Now I'm thinking, this why are you buying random licensed crap? It's not. It's actually a really good game, and it's really fun. And what's cool about this game is one can have a light gun and one can have a steering wheel, and you guys can partner up and team up with that way, which is cool. Or one can be driving with a controller. Another one can be on the light gun. So it's a 2-player game. You can play it by yourself, of course, too. But check this one out if you haven't. It's Starsky and Hutch. Also available for Xbox as well. Ridge Racer 5. This is a masterpiece for a launch title. It really is. It's like Halo for me when it comes to launch titles, or Ridge Racer PSP. I think Ridge Racer PSP is just a little bit better than this one, but this is a just incredible game. So much fun, really easy to get into, and I'm dropping the game. And hopefully I didn't damage it, because all these games I have are in great condition, or some of them. But yeah, Ridge Racer 5, another great game that I enjoy. ATV Fury 4. Up there with one of the best ATV Fury games. The 1 and 2 is made by Rainbow Studios, which plays exactly like the MX versus ATV games. like on PS2. This is made by Climax, and this plays a little bit differently than their games. So 3 and 4 plays are Climax. 1 and 2 are the ones by Rainbow. But two different experiences. They play differently, and they have different physics for each game, which is it's worth checking out to see what you like more and what your preference is. Hot Shots Golf 4. I've never played this either. This is the first time, and it's a great Hot Shots golf game. What can I say? I don't know if it's my favorite of the series. The one I have on Vita is also very good, but I love the one on PS4. Just that one I'd sunk so much time into, and I beat that game twice because I had my save wiped one time, and then I went back and played through it again. I love Hot Everybody's Golf on PS4. It's only a $20 game. It's only $20 too. It's such a good value for what you get. You know, it's a great game. But I love the Hot Shots series in general. It's a great series. The original SSX. I recently I mean, I didn't recently get this. I got this when I got my PS2. Like recently, back earlier this year. I seen it, and I'm like, you know what? I never owned the original SSX. So I'm going to get the original SSX. And I got to say, it's not like anything amazing. SSX 3 is the best. SSX 3 was at its peak. This so much, it's basically just what was to come in the series. Obviously, it's the first game. I mainly got it out of curiosity to see how far the series has came, and it has came far. This game not so much. It's good, but mainly good for just racing. You're not going to be doing it for. It's not the best for like tricks or anything like that. It still looks phenomenal for PS2 standards. I mean, this is a great looking launch title, along with Ridge Racer 5. I need to track down some more launch games because I've been wanting to get Time Splitters, but just pricey, and some of the conditions. Sometimes they ask all this money, and the condition isn't even what I want it to be. So yeah, SSX, not bad, but it's good for a collection. You know, it's good to own. And then Motorstorm Arctic Edge. This is a great game too. It's amazing that this is a PSP game, and then they ported it over to PS2. Love this game. It's crazy how the gameplay feels like the PS3 game on for Pacific Rift, and it's amazing how they were able to all cram it in here on PS2, and even more impressive the PSP. I mean, you're talking about a system that's very even more underpowered than this. I would recommend this version, obviously, because the PSP version is really hard to track down now today. PS2's version is the way to go, I would say, because it's more of a traditional way to play a Motorstorm game. Madden 2005. I know that 2K. Some people are going to say 2K5 is better. Well, why didn't you get that? Well, one, I have it. I just don't have it on me right now. But also, I could have got it, but I'm also so burnt out on 2K that I wanted an old school Madden to. I was craving an old school Madden. I love the old franchise mode in the old Maddens, so I had to go back and play one of my favorite Madden games, Madden 2005. I love the Tony Bruno show. I love the owners mode. I love how I could just draft players from like the third or fourth round and see them develop into like a maybe Pro Bowl player or like a good backup, like a starting. Like a second on like a cornerback on the left side or right side, and I don't know what I'm saying. Develop good players and turn them into big stars. I just love doing that. Sometimes I'll trade a big 99 overall player for the first overall pick or for a first round pick, and I'll just draft, and it's just so much fun to see the players grow and develop. That's the most satisfying part of the game for me. I can't really do that on 2K5. The players don't develop. I mean, I'll have like a super 2,000 yard rushing season with a 66 overall player. The following season they start the next season, they're still a 66 overall. It's just so frustrating. So 2K5 doesn't really give me that satisfaction of the franchise mode. Um, or maybe I'm playing it wrong. I've been told that you got to do it a certain way, but it's more intuitive on Madden. Ratchet Deadlock is a great game, and I'm saying all these games are great, but I did that on purpose. I did this for a reason. This is all my favorite ones that I have so far. I have plenty others that I can get into in another video or just my whole collection, but this is what I've been playing as of late, and I really enjoy. Ratchet Deadlock is really good. It's probably about my third favorite Ratchet game. Up Your Arsenal is probably my favorite, or A Crack in Time, along with this. I mean, this is a great game. And I feel like this game, the gameplay is the best gameplay of the series. It's perfect. The way the way you run and shoot, the way the controls are, it's just perfect. And it's 60 FPS. Everything's just really smooth and rock solid. It's just it's a game to experience. And this was the last Ratchet game that I have yet to play. I finally finished up the original trilogy, and I also finished up like all the mainline Ratchet games. I'm not gonna play like Secret Agent Clank or Size Matters. Those are like spin-offs that I don't even care about. This was the last of the games, the series that I have yet to play, and this one did not disappoint. Ratchet. The Simpsons Road Rage is well, actually, I'm gonna break a trend here. This one is an okay game. It's a lot of fun for about 20-30 minutes. And then I turn it off, and I have my fill, and I'm done. I have my fun, and I'm done. This isn't a game that I'm going to play for like 2 or 3 hours straight. The level design in this game is highly questionable. The first 2 levels you unlock are really fun and good, and they're fun to look at. The rest of the levels I unlocked, because I unlocked all the levels in this game. All the levels after that are bad. They're all like kind of they're really hard to get by transportation. You run into invisible walls. There's things. It's just terrible level design after the second level. I don't like it, and I gotta say this game is probably, in my eyes, it's an okay game. It's not, and the terrible level design at the in the later levels just kind of make this game fall off a cliff. But I'll just play the first 2 levels and I'm done. But once you play those levels so much, you can only play so much after that. But I still enjoy this game about 30 to 45 minutes at a time. But then I'm done. I can't play no more. Burnout 3. This is the last game on this list, and the video's ending. Burnout 3 is a lot of fun, and it's my favorite one of my favorite racing games ever. I've played this as a kid. I owned it on the original Xbox. The original Xbox is the way to go. Every one of these games, except for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, is the way to go on the original Xbox versions of the game, if they have them. Yeah, I would go with the original Xbox, obviously, but I wanted the PS2 because, I figured, you know what, I want to play it right now. I don't want to have to wait and get an Xbox. So I went ahead and just got it now, and the PS2 version's still very good. Still 60 FPS, still runs really smooth, rock solid. So yeah, that's it for now. Stay tuned for another video sometime soon. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of stumped on topics on what to talk about. Everybody's talking about the new consoles. I don't want to talk about the new consoles. I want to talk about something else that everybody else is I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I kind of want to go in a different path, but we'll see. If I have a topic about the new consoles again, I will talk about it though. So yeah, that's it. Peace.